Welcome to the November 11th edition of the Index Sports Show. I'm Jack Nickel, managing editor of the Index. As always, Logan Jackson, sports editor. And women's soccer beat reporter Derek Franklin is with us today to help discuss a playoff preview for women's and men's soccer. Logan will be doing the men, Derek the women. The men, first of all, start out, they go into they're playing Midwestern State tonight at 7 p.m. Midwestern State, number 2 team in the nation, undefeated, 16-0-2 record. Men go in with a 12-2-2 record. Logan, just how tough is the road ahead for the men? How tough is the region that they got put in?
Oh, they definitely got put in probably the toughest region in this bracket. Like you said, Midwestern hasn't lost a game so far this season, 16-0-2. Second in the nation in scoring, also second in goals against. Very, very tough team to play against. And if they win that game, they'll probably play the number 3 team in the nation in Colorado Mines. So it's definitely not an easy road for the Bulldogs ahead.
Yeah, what a reward for making the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
But just what does this playoff appearance mean for the men?
You know, I think it's huge. Last year, they really had a similar team and a similar record and missed out on the playoffs. They finished 3rd in the region last year. And they brought back the same group of guys for the most part. And instead of pouting, feeling sorry for themselves, they really worked harder and they worked back, finished 2nd in the region, and earned that playoff spot. So, you know, it's huge for that program, and especially for those seniors that have worked so hard their 4 years here.
And one of the things they did this year was they really strengthened that strength of schedule that that kind of helped them. Even though for most of the season they had one more loss than the 3rd team in the nation, they were ahead in the rankings because of strength of schedule.
Yeah, for example, they played Fort Lewis, who was the preseason number 1. Yeah, they played several very good teams, and that did have a big role in it.
And then just flat out, what do they need to do to win?
Well, Midwestern, like we said, is the number 2 team in the nation in scoring. So the key is going to be defense, keeping them away from the goal, not giving up too many goals, and also attacking. You know, Truman scored 7 goals in the last 2 games here, so they need to continue to put some pressure on Midwestern, and they should be okay.
And Midwestern is playing at home, and they haven't lost all season.
Yeah.
So maybe give them a taste of something that they haven't seen.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And then women earn the number 6 seed in the region. They play at 1 p.m. tomorrow at Central Missouri, but they're playing Midwestern State. Central Missouri earned the number 1 seed in the region, and so they will play the winner of that game. Derek, you've been covering the team all season. What has been the attitude late this season as they've been making this playoff push and earning that last seed?
Well, the girls have really been focusing on possessing the ball, and they've been in really close games all year, and they've started to kind of finish those games out a little bit better, and they're feeling a little bit more comfortable with each other. Like, they lost a lot of seniors from last year, and it's kind of taken a little bit longer than they'd hoped to really get into a groove, but the girls feel like they're clicking really well and in a good position to make a playoff run.
Yeah, they certainly had a lot of ties beginning of the season. Seems like those got less and less, and it's more been toward the winning side of things lately. But speaking of beginning of the season, they played Midwestern State, lost 3-2 at a tournament early. What do they need to do to turn it around this time?
Well, against Midwestern, they gave up 3 goals, which was more goals than they gave up all year. And this time around, their defense needs to really step up and play well, and they've been doing that all year. Like, the defense has been like the solid rock for the Bulldogs this year. And if they can just keep possessing the ball and play their game, I think they could pull this victory out really easily.
And then, like I said, if they win, they're going to play Central, who has a bye. Central, the best team in NCAA this season, defeated Truman twice. What would they have to do against Central if they get that far?
Against Central, it seems like the younger girls, we've got a really young team, only 1 senior, and it seemed like the younger girls got a little nervous that game and didn't really play their style. But if they can concentrate on their possession team, as Mike Cannon has described them multiple times, and if they can just possess the ball and pass well and communicate, and just possess the ball and keep it out of UCM's attackers' feet, they'll be able to put away their goals.
Okay. that's all we have for this week. Again, the men play at 7 p.m. tonight, women at 1 p.m. tomorrow, so keep checking for updates. And thanks, Logan and Derek, and that's all we have for this week.